Welcome to Folktales by Moonlit, where ancient stories breathe and timeless wisdom finds new voices. Tonight, we journey into a tale from the Efik people of Nigeria, the story of AFIONG, the proud princess, who walked among spirits to learn the meaning of humility. Once, a beautiful young woman named AFIONG lived in Efik land. She was the daughter of a wealthy and respected king. Her beauty was famous. Her skin was smooth like river stones, and her voice soft like moonlight. Many young men came from distant villages, each carrying fine gifts like yams, beads, cloth, and goats, all hoping to win Afyong's hand in marriage. The first suitor came. Princess Afyong, I bring my father's goats and 7 bags of cowries. I will build you the finest house in the village. Afyong replied, Your goats are skinny, and your father's house has no windows. No. The second suitor came. My family is known for our lands and harvests. My mother will treat you like a queen. Afyong replied, Your clothes are dirty, and you walk like a farmer. Go. Afyong rejected all of them. No man was ever good enough. Her mother warned her, Pride can blind even the prettiest eyes. But Afyong only laughed. One morning, as the sun rose over the roofs of Afyong's village, a stranger walked into the compound. He was tall, dressed in shimmering white, and wore coral beads from his neck to his ankles. No one knew him. No one had seen him before. The stranger spoke. I have heard of the beauty called Afyong. I have crossed rivers and forests to find her. Afyong replied while stepping forward. You've come from far, and you come alone. He replied, I need no escort where my heart leads me. I have riches you have never seen. Marry me, and I will take you to a land more beautiful than dreams. Afyong looked him up and down. His skin was smooth, his voice deep, and his clothes finer than any suitor before him. She didn't ask about his family. She didn't ask where his land was. He is the one, I will follow him, she said to her parents. Her mother pleaded, Child, wait, you do not know him. You do not know his people. Her father sterns. We must send elders to see his land. We must know who he is. I have made my choice. He is everything I have waited for, Afyong replied while shaking her head. Against her parents' wishes and the elders' warnings, Afyong packed her things, tied her wrapper, and left with the stranger that very day. Afyong followed the stranger. They walked for hours, then days. At first, the path was bright and green. Birds sang in the trees, and the wind felt soft. But as they went on, the trees grew taller and darker. The sun faded behind clouds that never moved. Afyong panted. We've walked for a long time. Are we close? The stranger replied, Almost. My land is not far now. He replied without looking back. Afyong's feet ached. Her wrapper was dusty, and her throat felt dry. Yet, the stranger never seemed tired. He walked on without rest, always ahead. They passed silent forests and rivers that did not ripple. Even the birds stopped singing. Afyong thought quietly, This journey is too long. I miss home. Why does he never stop to eat? Why does he never stop to rest? Doubt whispered in her heart, but it was too late to turn back. The path behind her had vanished into mist. After many days, they reached a strange land. The sky was pale, and the air felt heavy. The houses looked like they were carved from bone and silence. In the distance, people moved slowly. Their eyes were blank, and their feet floated above the ground. No laughter, no fire, no smell of food, just shadows. Where are your people? Why do they not speak? Afyong said while looking around. He replied with a faint smile. They are here. This is my home. One spirit person passed by Afyong and looked right through her as if she wasn't there. Another had no mouth. Its cheeks were hollow. Afyong's chest tightened. She whispered, "This is not the land of the living." She turned to him, but his face had changed. His skin was pale, like ash. His eyes were no longer warm. They were black and deep. Her knees felt weak, and her voice cracked. She trembled. "Who are you?" He replied, his voice echoing. "I am who I have always been." Afyong was trapped. She was no longer in the world of men, but in the land of spirits. Her beauty had led to pride, and pride had led her here. Back in the village, Afyong's mother sat under the moon for many nights, weeping. Her daughter had vanished without a word. The elders whispered, and the people avoided her gaze. Some said Afyong had run away, while others claimed she had been taken by spirits. Afyong's mother cried, "My child, my only daughter, I warned you." One night, unable to bear the silence, she went to the hut of a powerful native doctor. The fire inside burned blue, and cowrie shells lay in a perfect circle. The old native doctor sat crossing his legs, with his eyes closed. "You come for the daughter who followed the spirit man," said the native doctor. "So it is true," Afyong's mother said in shock. "Yes, she walks now in the land of the dead, but she still breathes. If we act quickly, she can return," the native doctor replied. He gave her charms tied with red thread, bitter herbs, and a gourd of water from a sacred stream. He taught her the names of certain spirits and chants to open closed paths. "Do not eat, do not look back, walk with courage. When you see her, call her name. Do not stop calling, even if the spirits gather around you," the native doctor warned sternly. The mother tied her wrapper tightly, held her walking stick, and set off on the path between two worlds. The path to the spirit's world was hidden to many, but the mother walked on with purpose. The charms at her waist glowed softly. Chants echoed from her lips like wind through dry leaves. With each step, the air turned colder. The light faded, yet she did not stop. Finally, she reached the spirit town's edge. It pulsed with a strange silence. There, under a ghostly tree, sat Afyong, her eyes hollow, her wrapper faded, her beauty dulled by spirit time. "Afyong, Afyong, my child, come to me," her mother calls out. Afyong looked up. Her lips moved, but no words came. Spirits began to gather, thin, pale, grey figures with long fingers and empty eyes. "She is ours. Hers is the pride that fed her path. She belongs here," the spirits whispered. "Afyong, daughter of mine, born of my womb, nursed by my breast, come home," her mother chanted. The spirit hissed, the ground shook, but Afyong blinked, her heart stirred. "Mother," Afyong whispered softly. The spell began to break. Afyong rose slowly, stumbling towards her mother's voice. The spirits reached for her, but the charms burned bright. They wailed and pulled back. "Hold me tight and don't let go. We are going home," Mother said, pulling her close. Together, they walked backward through the fading town. The mist parted, the road lit up. The moment they stepped into the land of the living, AFIONG collapsed in her mother's arms. When AFIONG and her mother returned to the village, people gathered in silence. AFIONG was thin, quiet, and changed. Her once proud eyes now held the softness of rain. You crossed into the spirit world and returned. Only few ever do. What have you brought back? An elder asked as he stepped forward. I brought back my pride, broken. I see now that beauty without sense is a curse, AFIONG replied, bowing her head. The village women hugged her. The old men nodded with heavy eyes. Her father, once filled with shame, placed his hands on her shoulders. You are still my daughter, and now you are wiser than before, he said softly. AFIONG no longer mocked the suitors who came. She smiled gently, asked questions, and listened with care. She no longer searched for riches or mystery, but for kindness and truth. Years later, when she married, it was to a quiet man known more for his patience than his wealth. She had to journey to the land of spirits to learn how to live among the living. And so, the people remembered, pride may lead you far, but love and humility are the path home.